Grand Rising message of the day. We'll do a past, present, and a future and see what comes through. In the past, we have the Knight of Wands. In the present, we have the Moon, something that moves fast is confusing. And in the future, we have a victory. We have something that actually works out. We have something that you're being praised for. So, in the past, it seems like something very passionate, very sparky, very fiery in some way. It's fire energy. It is a knight that is pictated, galloping. So like there's activity, right? There's something that was very active in your life. Maybe something that you were very passionate about. Let me clarify that one. Tell us about this past energy. So we have more context, so we know if this message here is for you, right? Let's see what comes through. Clarifying the Knight of Wands is going to be justice. Wow, okay. It could be something very legal, very serious that came in. It could be something that was passionate, that was asking for you to do the right thing. A choice, decision, a journey of balance in some way. You can also see it that way. Very Libra energy. Interesting. It could be, I'm thinking Libra, Venus, right? It could be something passionate and exciting that came in with the potential of a contractual agreement, with the potential of a relationship, right? There's something here that came in. And now in the present moment, we're here sitting in the Moon. Alvin, I'm confused about this. My mental health hat just came on. What are you confused about? Anything that comes in very fast, we tend, depending on your life experiences, I can see why it could be confusing. Like, Alvin, this is so passionate. This is so fiery in some way. This is, I'm making assumptions here. Let me stick to the cards. Right now we're sitting in confusion, right? So Alvin, this thing that came in pretty quickly, yeah, that is my quick one, that offered balance. Alvin, this came in and it offered me something. There is some sort of offer here. I'm sitting in confusion, right? So tell me about the Moon. Wow. Because it makes me feel good? Wow. Yeah, now I'm questioning. Now I'm looking at distorted thinking here. Because if it smells good, it sounds good, it looks good, right? We're confusing it. Wondering if our mind is looking for something if our mind is looking for a flaw here. And I say that because I already know what's in the future, right? Six of Wands. It very well, or, right? It could make you feel good. This confusing thing can make you feel good in some way. It can make you feel childlike. Some of you be confused because you might feel like this is too childlike. The other aspect here I could say is that, Alvin, this is from the past. Now it gets juicy, right? Six of Cups could imply something of the past, but really the past, when it really speaks to, is more of the past of when things used to be joyful and fun and creative and passionate and exciting and innocent. Very innocent, right? Okay, then what do we need to know about this confusing energy? Oh boy, okay. What do we need to know about this confusing energy that feels very... Again, it's confusing, but it feels fun, right? Feels. Notice my words, right? I don't know if it looks fun. I can tell you that it feels fun. And you feel confused. The Emperor. Interesting energy. On such lighthearted energy. Such a serious card here. We're trying to control. Trying to control things. Oh, you might actually, let's see now, and then in the future where it's going, Six of Wands. So this is a praise, this is a victory, right? But now let's not say like, oh, that doesn't mean it's going to work out right here. Let's wait for the cards to come out, because what I'm seeing here is like, Alvin, something came in that offered me something. It offered me stability, it offered me balance. It came in very fast. It came in very passionate. I'm confused about it. It feels very lighthearted and innocent, but I'm trying to control it. There is control here. And the Six of Wands is then presented in the future, which means that you accomplished something. You won something, a victory of some kind, right? But what kind of victory? That's going to be my question. What kind of victory first? A connection. The Lovers. The Lovers came in. What kind of victory? A connection. Okay. Yeah, that's one of those, right? Does this actually all work out in your favor? Are we trying to control something that doesn't need controlling? Because it actually is what it seems. The Star card. Yeah. Wow. You asked for it and you got it and you're questioning it. Wow. Ten of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. See, and there's just that hint of like, oh, but what if this hurts? Let me think about this. Because what if this hurts me? Maybe again. I get it. But it's giving you what you asked for. It's giving you wish fulfillments, healing. It's giving you a new opportunity in love. It's giving you an opportunity in what you want your family values to look like, or it aligns with your family values. There's abundance here, right? When I say you're winning, like you're winning here. So I want to go back here, right? I want to go back here because it seems like we are questioning something. I'm going to pull these here because they were pulled here, right? This feeling may always come up when something new or when something fast comes in our life that actually like feels very balanced. This is fast and balanced, right? Simple as that. Fast and balanced. I can also say, it was impulsive, but it actually like holds a lot of weight on both ends. Like there's a lot of fairness here. There's a lot of diplomacy here. I mean, it's not necessarily one-sided, and maybe because it came in so fast, we're questioning it because our heart is still mending from something, as all of our hearts are mending from something. That this feeling of like, what if it hurts? What if? Let me think about this. Wait a minute. This is always going to be there. But now if I'm looking at the evidence, right, my mental health hat is coming on. Well, hey, let's go back to the evidence that we have to look at this. Okay. It's passionate. It's fiery. It's sexual. It came in fast. Yeah. Okay. Now we're questioning lust versus love, because this seems to be romantic. But let's look at more evidence. Wait, it actually, the Justice card, Libra energy. Right? One, very romantic, Venus, Libra, hand in hand. But two, it's like, wait, this is actually fair. So there's fairness, and it came in fast, and it's very passionate. Okay. Leaves me confused. Right? What are you confused about? Alvin, it's either something of the past or it makes me feel very innocent. Also, there's another positive feeling here. There's another feeling of feeling good, a feeling like you're having fun. I mean, you're trying to control it, and then control comes in, right? You're trying to control the outcome. Well, what outcome is it that you're looking for? Because if this is what you wanted a family, you're getting it. If you wanted a new opportunity, that's there, right? If you wanted wish fulfillment, something you actually wished for, dreamed for, hoped for, you're getting it there. You're winning. This connection is winning. So if I go back to this feeling of what if it hurts, that's always going to be a risk factor. You can never eliminate this risk factor. You can't ever eliminate this. Then don't date. Then don't go outside. There's always going to be a risk factor, right? And it's not about, if people are going to hurt you, that they're going to hurt you no matter whether you're aware of it or not. The only thing that we could control is your ability to discern if this person is worth your time. Right? And your discernment and how you choose and how you decide to choose partners. Right? So I say, did you see the red flags before and you just ignored it? Because then you just signed up for your own downfall there, right? Okay, Alvin. So then I can see why you might be looking at these. What are you looking at? You're looking. These are the red flags you're looking at. These are the red flags. Okay, it came in hot, spicy, fast. Well, I'd rather come in than not at all. Didn't come in the way you wanted it to. But to add another layer on that, it's like, wow, it actually like, it's diplomatic, it's fair. Because I know the outcome here, it does work out for you, right? So I guess here I can ask, it's like, okay, what do we need to be aware of? I'll just give you that. What do you need to be aware of? Five of Pentacles. So we're working with fear. Where your fear of being left out, your fear of rejection is being left out. I'm also going to say this because this is coming up too. If you can truly say that you showed up authentic to this space, to this dynamic, to this specific situation as it resonates with you, and with authenticity, you have to be able, authenticity works. You know it's working when you get rejected. Because not everybody's going to be right for your authentic self. Like that's impossible for every single person to like you. Authenticity comes with rejection. And you got to be okay with that. So if you want to use those words, I want to show up authentic into my relationships. And if you feel like you showed up authentically to this relationship and it works out, which means they are accepting of you in this authentic version of yourself, there was no mask there, right? If you showed up with a mask and you didn't actually show people who you really are, and you hid some things, I can see why subtly you'd be fearful of being left out, being rejected, being pushed out. Right? So that's what came up here when I pulled this Five of Pentacles. Like, so if and to imply, if you showed up authentic and you get rejected, blessing in disguise. Let that boat sail solo, right? Not for us. And it's not necessarily rejection, it's a blessing in disguise. Now, if you showed up inauthentic, and the reason, and I say that because I'm like, well, if it's fair, that means they like you. That means you balance each other out in some way, right? So what you need to be aware of, rejections can be a blessing in disguise, especially if you know that you showed up 100%. If you didn't show up 100% and you hid something from people, then the rejection is because you didn't show up 100%. You didn't truly show yourself, right? Again, you can't date and go into relationships without taking the risk. You just can't avoid that. You got to be okay with that. Wow. All right, let's pull some advice here, because this is working out for you. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that, right? Totality. So the missing links are coming together. Maybe the missing information that might leave you confusing is coming together in some way, right? Here, totality. This is a trapeze act, and we need every person in this trapeze act in order to work and to function and to come together for the artwork, for the creative spark, for the chain to come together, right? So totality, something. Keep in mind that every single player, every single moment is a link that's adding to the chain to make it whole. If there's missing links to a chain, then is there a person, is that person there to help support the link, right? We're trying to connect the links here. We might need supportive people, and we also need rejection to help support the links, because it's going to make it stronger for what we know, that so that we know what we need in order to click the link, right? And information, data, rejections, acceptance, denials. We need all these pieces. All of it works together, right? In some way. At the end of the day, my message here to tell you, hey, something is really working out in your favor. Some connection, some choice that you make actually works out. It actually works out for you. I hope this message resonated with you in some way, or gave you some hope and inspiration. It doesn't always have to resonate, but it can get you to can remind you that there are so many pieces to the puzzle that we experience. We have experiences, and they offer more pieces to the puzzle to help us understand how we want to change, how we want to link things together, and what actually matters in our big circle of chains, right? Like, okay, what's important? A weak link is going to mess up the trapeze act here. If you've done all this work and then you add a weak link, yeah, that's going to happen again. Did we not learn from this the first time? Again, it might not have been you. People are going to do this anyway. Three of Swords. That's how you handle and how you respond, how you view yourself is going to be the most important. I'm going to leave that right there. My name is Alvin Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.